The Wild Ride to 30 Part 2. Eyes up, Guardian. For those currently checking on me thinking I'm having a hard time or something, that is not the case. I was at work telling stories and someone said I should write a book, and well, here I am. Turns out this is actually very relaxing and almost freeing to do. I don't think my life has been hard or bad in any way whatsoever. I feel like life has given me just enough to get by, and for that I'm grateful. The only reason these videos exist is because I'm dyslexic and I use the text-to-speech to listen to it. It turns out I enjoyed listening to it and thought I'd see if others did too. This will be a collection of short stories in no order whatsoever, randomly blurted out as if we sat in the pub having a chat. I just want everyone I include in these stories to know I loved the part of my life you were all in, and your mums. Story 11, The Fishing Hooks and the Emo Fringe. When I say my best friend and I were hooked on fishing, I mean it, literally. During my heavy metal phase, I went through an emo stage with a long fringe, piercings, and tattoos. I really wanted snake bites, those double lip piercings. Low on funds, I decided to let my friend do it with a needle. Bad idea. When the hoops arrived, they turned out to be thicker than the needle. My friend suggested using fishing hooks instead. I didn't think twice and agreed, not realizing they were barbed. The first hook went through my flesh like butter. But then came the tough part, pulling it back out. Suddenly, my friend panicked and said it was stuck. I panicked. In his attempt to be a cunt, he made me blow raspberries, which only added to the pain. Funny now I look back, eventually, we decided to crush the barbs with pliers, and after a tense moment, the hook came out. In the end, I had my snake bites and a crazy story to tell. It was a wild experience I'll never forget. I still have scars today. Story 12, My First Bar Shift. I was 24, and I had never worked behind a bar before. I was a plasterer. I was plastering from when I left school at 16. I went to college and worked as an apprentice on my days off. It's all I had ever known. Work dried up for a little while, and my brother, being the manager of a pub, offered me a job behind the bar to earn some money in a well-spoken part of town. I was like, sure, how hard can it be? Let's do it. I don't know if it was only like this for me, but I had never worked with people. Loads of people watching me all at once. It felt like being on stage, but it wasn't something I had rehearsed, unlike being in the band. Back to the story. I'm at the bar. I'm freaking out a little bit. I won't lie, I had no idea how the tills worked. I had never poured a pint in my life. I was given zero training on a busy Friday night with all these posh people around me who didn't even have to check how much stuff was before they paid for it, crazy to me at 24 years of age. One dude accidentally put an extra zero on a £100 bill, and it went through, and the dude didn't even call us back for a week to say he was mischarged. Crazy even at 33. My best friend sees I'm nervous and rather than giving me training, calls me round the back, has 3 shots lined up for me, and tells me to drink them, it will stop the shaking. I bang all 3 back, and I go out like I'm on stage confident and like I know what I'm doing even though I still had no idea. I survived the night. There are however some funny one-liners from that very same night, so obviously I didn't know how to pour beers, so some of the heads are a bit sus lol. One dude complained about the size of the head and being from a building site. I replied, if your missus gave head like that you'd be happy. He smiled, laughed and walked away. Now it's closed down. I've been a builder my whole life. I go to sleep at 11 and I wake up at 5. That's been my life since I was 16. Well, bars are open to midnight and then closed down can be 2 hours. It's 1:30 a.m. I've missed my last train home. I'm fucking tired. Now I'm 9 years deep and I'm still nowhere near the bottom. Story 13, Kiss Chase. I don't have many memories from way back, but I have a few I hope I don't forget, as they even make me laugh today. This one is short and sweet, but everyone has a story about the first time they kissed, right? Well, mine's kind of different. I was about 4 or 5 in year 1 and had no want for girls. They had cooties. I was in the school playground when a group of girls decided they wanted to play kiss chase, and I was a victim. I don't remember too much, but I remember running away crying and screaming for the teacher. Funny how 12 years later the tables turned and I was the one wanting kisses. Story 14, The Machine Gun Laugh. The brotherhood meant a lot to me. It hurt a lot when it disbanded, but while it was together, I have so many memories that I'll always hold close forever. Have you ever laughed and it set off someone else's laugh, and then that keeps your laugh going? And that goes on for over half an hour to the point your laughs are in sync and sound like machine gun fire? Well, I have. I've laughed to the point I've given my face wrinkles and enjoyed it. In fact, one time me and my brother did it so much one night our faces hurt, and our other brother was so pissed off he tried to ban us from laughing. The thing was, after a while, we had forgotten why we were laughing in the first place and were just laughing because of the sound. It was an endless loop between two stoned idiots. I had some of the best times of my life in that flat with the brotherhood and even my little brother. I have many stories about that place, some that might be a bit too X-rated for this place. Maybe I'll do a special LOL. Story 15, The Naked Fight. Don't judge me, I was young. I had a girlfriend, and I was drunk and cheated. I'm human. I was young. I learned my lesson. Karma got me. Anyway, I'm doing my thing. My friend in the front room gets pissed off. I've ditched them for the night and he comes in the room all angry. I tell him to piss off, he's drunk and enraged, LOL, and screams, it's his house, fully naked. I have no idea why he's naked, but I know why I'm naked. He then, out of nowhere, tells the girl, I have a girlfriend now. I'm hurt, embarrassed, and I don't really know what to do. She obviously pushes me off her, and at this point he's trying to fight me. I'm naked. He's naked. She's in the bed covered and pissed off. I keep pushing him on the bed, telling him I won't fight him. I tell him this probably about 10 times. He calms down. I ask if I let him up if he will be chill. He agrees. Then, when I let him up, he latched onto my eye and bit my face and gave me a black eye this whole time, completely naked. That poor girl. She got her revenge. Don't you worry. I know what I did was wrong, however, to picture, it's pretty funny.